Hello, and welcome to the Galloping Gurus, your home for daily horse racing analysis, race previews, and expert insights. If you enjoy our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss an update. Or for even more in-depth analysis, join the Galloping Gurus membership club at gallopinggurus.com, where you'll receive our exclusive race analysis before the markets even open, giving you access to our thoughts ahead of the day's racing. It's all about getting that value, and if you get it the day before, then you'll certainly be getting exactly that. Ciao, ciao.
Hello.
Hiya, mate. All right.
Yeah, all good, you?
Yeah, not too bad. Just been having a quick look through the old market movers. See that our Haggis horse Hamilton is 9-2 into 5-2, which is good. I think Bertie also is 12 into 5s. And in fact, Wild Dahlia's 9-4 everywhere now. And Darvel's now 9-2 into 7-2. Still an okay price set. I've just had a message through to say that apparently the Haggis horse is fancied today. So lucky everybody got the value, because there's not much of that left.
No.
So yeah, that's why people are members, because they get that value, don't they? So there we go. Lovely jubbly. So should we go on to tomorrow's then? There's probably quite a
Yeah.
bucket of stuff to look through at least. Where should we start? Well, have you got much to say about York?
So, with Ryan Moore booked,
Yeah.
that's always interesting, always something to take a look at. Then you've got Andrew Baldwin. I mean, again, he just seems to win most races he has runners in at the moment. It's just a bit of a clash of the titans, really, between the trainers here.
Yeah. Certainly is. From a personal point of view, I'd say that Love Me Tender is very sneaky interesting, isn't it? I mean, when he gets one in at the bottom of the weights there, you just think, well, crikey. He looks like he's pulled a fast one, doesn't it? 300
Yeah.
days off nearly, and he's bringing
Yeah.
it straight to this race. I would say it's been a plan for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's impossible to know, isn't it, unless you're connected to the yard,
Yeah.
as to how good this horse is, which that just makes it so difficult.
Oh, it does.
I mean, if it was a 40-1 chance, you'd think, well, probably not any good.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact he's sort of market leader, and every time you looked, there seems to be more money for him. You think,
yeah. I personally, I won't be playing in it, but I will be watching because I want to see what happens. Really.
yeah, it's a good race, and obviously a crazy amount of money it's run for, so it should be a good race for that.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, who could blame you for saving a horse for a 300 grand prize? Do you know what I mean? I mean, most people would quite like to pick that up for a year, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you wouldn't walk past it if you saw it in the street, would you?
No, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, it looks like a plan to me, but
Yeah.
like you said, it is a guess up, but at the same point, when you look at it, it does look stinky to me.
Yeah. If I probably wouldn't have a bet in the race, but I wouldn't mind sort of say if I had to. I mean, obviously, that the Willie Mullins horse is the obvious one to go for, but class leader, I think he'll run a nice race.
He's getting a few quid for him too. He's 10 into 15-2. He's right up there amongst the favourites. So
Yeah,
they're
it
obviously
wasn't like I say, but the bad run the last day, they sort of attributed it to quick ground. So
yeah.
yeah, he's certainly not got any fears on that front here.
No. Okie dokie. Well, is that it for York?
Just trying to remember. Pretty much, yeah. The last race, just wanted to mention, is quite a good race. The 520.
Yeah.
You've got Rami heading up the market. Won the John Smith's Cup here last month. He's gone up 8th for that win. He'll go well. There's no doubt about it. You've got Al Ali, won at Glorious Goodwood quite well.
Yeah.
He's in it. A couple of others. You've got Diego El Quazo, who was pretty unlucky at Glorious Goodwood. I think it was it Colin Keane on that day? Held him up. He was quite well fancied. Didn't really get a clear run.
Yeah. Colin.
So he's in. Well, I'm not sure many people who backed him did. That's for sure.
No, Gary's on tomorrow.
So. Yeah. So he's interesting, and then you've got a credit that's been off for almost a year.
Yeah.
Returning for John Gosden, John and Fady Gosden. I mean, that's interesting. Totally unexposed, and then you've got a few of the exposed handicappers in there as well.
Yeah.
I personally think, and he might not. This race might be too competitive for him, but Shaftar of Ian Williams, I'm certain there's a race in him soon.
Yeah.
The last 2 runs have been all right, and maybe in calmer waters he'll be collecting soon, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a really good handicap. I mean, the horse I like the most is Rami, but I wouldn't back him at that price.
Yeah.
So I'd just be watching.
Yeah.
But that 520 is a race worthy of being on TV, really.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, they're just a few of the market leaders that are interesting.
Okie dokie. Well, thank you for that. Cheers, Max. All right. Well, let's move to Newmarket then, shall we? Where we can start with. Well, I've got nothing till the 209 to talk about.
No.
Okay. And obviously, I've written out a little spiel in here. I've said 50 nifty. For all the reasons last time I played him, I'd play small again, provided the price is right. Can't help but think they will cover him up for longer out the back. Last time out, saw daylight way too early, 2.5 furlongs out. He was pulled out and ultimately, from my perspective, pulled his race away. Loads of pace forecast and not that many in form, although on paper it's a better race. It's forecast to be 8s, and I have said that Sea Cookie as a 3-year-old, receiving weight for age and a course and distance winner, I think back here and a strong pace forecast, he could run better than his forecast odds of 16s suggest. So there we go. The old 50 nifty's back. What did you make of that race?
Yeah, if he ran the race he did 2 runs back, he'd go close here. There's no doubt about that. Like you say, I think he saw too much daylight for him.
Yeah.
The last day, he was sort of half on the wing, half being covered up, and I think Callum thought the front 2 were sort of getting away, so he had to go and chase them. And in doing so, the horse sort of had to make his move and was out in the open. And personally, I think he's got 1 run. I think he travels well. He travels strongly. You want to hold him up for it till as late as possible and use his burst. Yeah. And obviously, that wasn't the tactics that could be employed last time. No, not necessarily any fault of the jockey. Maybe just the way the race panned out. But if George could have him in the pack and maybe making progress amongst horses, keeping him almost keeping him interested,
Yeah.
really, rather than making him go chase one and just bide his time, bring him out maybe a furlong and a half out, furlong out, and come with one run and see if it's good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the same as you. I mean, I'm not actually as confident in here as I was the last time. I really genuinely thought he had a big chance last time. It was a rubbish race. The two horses that won were basically Class 6 level, and from my perspective, that horse having 2.5 furlongs worth of daylight was game over. I'm afraid by the end of the race, but yeah, he'd definitely have a chance, wouldn't he? And I'd like to see a bit of a price for him to take a little chance at him.
Yeah, I think you could do worse than have a couple of pounds on at 8-1. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But if they open him short or he goes short quickly, it's just I wouldn't be going in at 7-2 again like last time.
No, 4-1 I think would be too short for him. Bearing in mind the last day was seemingly a penalty kick.
Yeah,
and he skied it.
He did. He skied it. He missed the open goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, we can move on from there. I've got nothing in the 244. I've got something in the 319 to talk about. I have said that Prince of India has been running well without winning this year, particularly his last two runs, in which 2 starts back was a Group 1 over this course and distance, where he finished 6th of 11, but didn't get the best of runs through, and almost certainly would have finished closer to the front few, and was still only beaten 2.5 lengths. 5 days ago, in a Group 2 at Newbury, over 7 furlongs, did best of those held up horses, finishing second, beaten just a length from the quarter, and was giving the 3-year-old winner £6. If he turns up here, a forecast price of 4s doesn't look too bad. I don't know how you felt about the race. Oh goodness me, it's not now. It's now 7-4 favourite. So forget that.
Yeah, I was going to say 4s.
Yeah, Royal the Bill.
I'll have some of your 4s, thanks.
Yeah, Royal the Bill got pulled out, and all of a sudden it went from being forecast yesterday at 4s to forecast to 7-4. So forget that. The spiel's the same. I still think it's got a fair chance, but at 7-4, I wouldn't be advocating for playing. That's all. Have you got any other thoughts on the race?
No, not really.
No. Okie dokie. All right. Well, I've got nothing else at Newmarket, so if you have, then let us know.
Nope. I didn't have anything else at Newmarket.
All right. So we go to Chester. 205. I've got something just to talk about there. I've said Ross Collin is 12-1 into 9s. Well handicapped, loves soft ground, loves Goodwood. Would want to see significant support. Ben Robinson wouldn't be their go-to jockey. But I am going to be keeping an eye on him for the foreseeable. I'm rather hoping that it's Goodwood. He did win at Goodwood. When was it? Last August. But the year before that, he won in September. I think it was, September the 25th. I've got a feeling, hopefully, they are waiting for a race at Goodwood, but he is well handicapped off 87 now. If the ground went very soft and the money came, there's a strong pace forecast. He wouldn't be a complete no-hoper, but I would much rather see somebody else sat on top. Don't know if you've got anything to talk about in the race.
Yeah, I thought Whipcracker had a bit of a chance here.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he's not shorter. Ran well here, didn't he? I think it's behind Respond back in May.
Yeah.
Pretty good run there. Ran really well at Newbury the start before.
Yeah, he did.
He's got form on soft ground. He was second at Yarmouth back on the 17th of September last year on soft.
Mm-hmm.
Second at Goodwood in a big handicap there. His mark's roughly the same. I'm absolutely staggered it's such a big price, to be honest. Like I drawn well, Hector Crouch on. If everything's all good with the horse, obviously he's had a few months off, but I mean, I'm surprised he's not sort of 5-1 here, really.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's equally as versatile over a mile or the 10 furlongs, so the mile's no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't think many of these would be able to do what he did at Newbury and finish in third in that race.
No.
24 runners that day. Yeah, I mean, he sits prominently, doesn't he? So you're not worried about whether he'll get gaps or anything like that. Yeah, I thought he had a reasonable chance. I'm not. Obviously, it all depends on Asuka, really, doesn't it? The race revolves around him, and he's a relatively short price.
Yeah.
You can see why. 3 wins from 4, and since he's come back from what I can only assume was an injury,
yeah,
he's on an upward curve. But this is tougher, and this track is a little bit idiosyncratic, isn't it? And drawn in 12 wouldn't have been the first choice.
No.
So I was sort of half looking for something against that. And yeah, I'd probably chance Whipcracker, and I'd have a small bet each way on it, personally.
Okie dokie.
So that was my view anyway.
Yeah.
But I certainly see what you're saying about Ross Collin. He's going to be striking soon when the ground's soft.
Yeah, he's one to just keep an eye on, isn't he, Max? Basically, and
yeah,
we know the cash will come for it. The horse watchers punt their horses, simple as that. If that is strong in the market before the off, then I'd suggest the cake's been coming. But I have a suspicion they're going to be waiting for a race at Goodwood in the coming months, and if the money comes at Goodwood, then I think they'll probably be collecting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll be just taking a cautionary look at Ross Collin. He's going to be on my radar for a while now, until such a time that I think is the day. So yeah, okie dokie. All right. Well, I've got nothing else till the 5 o'clock. So have you got anything else that be?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
5 o'clock. I've just written a little spiel in here about Roman Dragon. Course and distance record, 9 runs, 6 wins and a place. Course record, 24 runs, 8 wins, 4 places. So he loves the track. Obviously, Hugo Palmer and Michael Owen target the track as it's their local. Last winning mark was 95, the one he's on now. Jack Nicholls is claiming £3 off. Is dipping in grade to a Class 3, having been running in Class 2s and a listed race. It's all about price. He's forecast to be 16s and has a good draw in 5. If he was, double figures, something like that, very small each way. He's not, he's not exactly been in the best of form recently, but I will just say that the races that he has been running in have been better than this. Obviously, a listed race in a Class 2 last time out. And prior to that, we had Ascot and Epsom. He does save his best for here. So there we go.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit interesting as well, for pretty much all the reasons you said. I remember back in the second when he won here in May, so not fond memories of the Dragon, but
no, but
yeah, interesting for sure, especially. Yeah. I also thought another one I gave a little chance to was American Style. He's in pretty good form. here at the moment. Goes on good to soft, and one last time out at Wolverhampton, drawn well to attack. He's generally ridden prominently, and with him being in good form, I thought he might run all right here.
Yeah.
So he was just one I thought had a small chance.
Yeah. Okay.
Small chance as well. Not one I wouldn't be backing him, but obviously when you're going through these races, you know, sometimes these horses aren't bets, but you think, well, that's a little bit thin, and I'd watch that.
Yeah.
So I think Kevin Ryan's had a few horses run pretty well at York as well this week. So yeah, small interest there as well.
Okie dokie. All right. 5:35. I've written here that St Moors ran a cracker at Goodwood. First start for George Scott in the 2 mile 4 furlong Class 2 0 to 103, where at the 3 furlong pole he was right in there pitching and only really petered out in the final furlong, having done a lot of the donkey work. Dropped a pound for that run and into a 0 to 80 with Billy Loughnane booked. Everything looks set for a good showing at forecast price of 3s. That run was only 22 days ago, and it was a test. They didn't half go quick in there, didn't they? And I just think that you know, it was obviously a much better race than this, and Billy booked, so a little bit of interest. I mean, I'm probably not telling anybody too much that they don't already know. It's a 3. It's forecast to be 3 to 1, but I thought it was a good run last time. So.
Yeah, one on good to soft at the back end of last year as well, didn't it? So the ground's no issue.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's got a fair chance as well.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that one in there. So if we go to Redcar next.
Yeah, I actually overlooked Redcar. I totally forgot.
All right, that doesn't matter, mate. I've got a few things written down, so that's fine. We can still go through it. Yeah, Max, you just turn that TV down a little bit, please.
Oh yeah. Didn't realise it'd come on.
Okay, mate. 6 o'clock. I've said that Mighty Quiet could be a little bit interesting here. It was seen finishing to good effect last time out at Salisbury in a Class 5 behind Redbud 16, doing all his best work in the finish there, and I thought dropping here. He says it's a Class 5, but I mean he's top weight 66. I mean it really is only a Class 5 in name, really. And yeah, would have a little bit of a chance. Has got a few of the pesky 3-year-olds in there that, you know, might be able to run the sort of race. But Mighty Quiet was the one that I was very smallly interested in. Probably not going to play it, but that would be the one that I was interested in there. Then the 6:30. I've said here that Always Blue was doing all her best work in the finish last time out at Wolves over the mile, and the race is working out well. 6 runs, 3 wins, and a place from 3 horses. Stepping up 2 furlongs looks to suit with the slight dip in grade, and she does have form from last year on the turf, so that shouldn't be a problem. She's dropped £2 for her eye-catching race last time out, and she's forecast to be 12s. I doubt that somehow, but 7s or above would be fair for a small play. All about the price there. The Harriet Bethel team been going all right this year as well, and Sean Dillon Bowen quite often rides for them, so it's not an odd jockey booking or anything like that. would have a little bit of a chance there at a big price. So it'd be a small play, but I don't think it's the best of races in the world, and she is receiving plenty of weight for age. So there we go. That was my thought on the 6:30. And then the 7 o'clock, an old friend of ours from actually the Nifty 50 race, the Cowtonian. We put him up in the analysis last time out in a Class 4, where our other horse, 50 Nifty, won, and the Cowtonian finished a good fourth. Dropped £1 for that run and into a Class 5, and Alex Jarry claiming £3. He has a chance at a forecast price of 6s. Wouldn't be without a chance there, Max. Ran reasonably well, didn't he, there at Newmarket in a better race than this?
Yeah, ran better than I actually thought, because obviously I was really only watching our other one, but yeah, certainly did. 4th of 10 there. That was a better race, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 50 Nifty, obviously we fancied, and the second horse has then gone on and won the Greys race, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a good run too. So I think all in all, when you drop £1 and then drop a grade as well, he's only beaten 2.5 lengths. You certainly could see him being competitive, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
6 to 1's not a horrible price. I'd be shocked if he wasn't in the frame. It would be down to the fact that he probably hasn't got a run for him not to be in the frame. So,
yeah, if he turns up in the same form, he'd be a big player there, really.
He would, wouldn't he? So yeah, it's a little bit of an interesting one there, and if I could have 6 to 1, I'd play a little bit on him. So there we go. Where are we off to next? Lingfield. I nearly said there we go, we're finished, but we're not.
Not yet.
Shows you how much racing there is, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 5:10, written a little spiel here again. I have said here that Cloth of Gold ran in a Class 2 at Southwell last time out, where the top weight was rated 104. And to be honest, considering he went 3/4 wide all the way round, 1 mile and 4, he did quite well, only beaten 4 lengths. Going 3/4 wide is not your normal route to the winner's enclosure, so I'd upgrade the performance. His prior run on the all-weather back in June wasn't a bad one either, finishing second behind the 97 rated Will Scarlett. So a good run in the context of this race, and he's £3 lower here and into a Class 4, where he is the top weight off a mark of 82. I would like to see him closer to the pace, and he's drawn in 4, so not a bad draw. His only win to date was in a Class 4 at Newcastle, and he does seem to enjoy the all-weather, but mainly tracks with long straights. This is a drop in grade. This is a drop in grade thing / a price thing. He's forecast to be 8s, and I'd want 7s or above for a small play. He beat Wanderlust half a length 2 starts back, and they are of the same weights, but Wanderlust did go from the front that day, and Cloth of Gold did all his best work in the finish to catch Wanderlust. So if he was given an easy time of it out front, he could steal it, as the straight here is shorter and no stiff finish. He's forecast to be 8s. I'd play him small at that price as well. Ian Jardine won't be sending him all the way for the Lingfield Air. So just a couple of interesting ones in there at prices, really. I thought Cloth of Gold 8s, Wanderlust 8s. Yeah, that was my thoughts on the race. It was quite long-winded, that. I need a break now.
Well, I think the worry with Wanderlust would be that Tom Queally can't ride 2 winners on a card, can he? And I think we're both hoping he'll be riding one later.
Yeah, Probably will be. Any other thoughts on the race itself at all, or are you not?
Nah, just that Tom Queally can't write 2 winners on a card is my only thought.
Okay, there we go then. So, all right, well, we'll go. I've got nothing till the 7:15 written down.
No, we can head there.
Okay, 7:15. I've written Danik is obvious, having bolted up here for us when he was very unlucky second at Southall, beaten a chin here, having got no run. Does have a £4 penalty. Forecast price of 13 to 8. I've also said in the race, Arctician is now £2 below his last winning mark. Has plenty of decent £4
He's a non-runner Arctician.
Oh, is he? All right, blimey.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's out of it then. Okay, the other one I said was Madame Savine and Lady Manzor are two others that aren't without a chance. Well, Danik's now 11 to 8, then not 13 to 8. Where are all these non-runners coming on? It's funny enough. Somebody, Tim said earlier on. He said you're doing well at picking the non-runners. And I've done 2 today, one yesterday, and one the day before, I think. So there we go. I mean, well, Danik must have a pretty big chance then.
Yeah, should do. Yeah, although up £4 isn't ideal
No.
for getting beat, and does have TQ on top. So I'm not sure you'd want to be rowing in at a short price about
Not
that.
a chance. 11 to 8.
I
No
mean,
chance.
No. He did nearly get Frankel beat, remember, in the St James's Palace. So quite simply, anything's possible.
Well, and if he's spoken to Jude Fernandez before his ride on Danik tomorrow, Jude will probably tell him how to get beat on this too. Then.
Well, or was Jude talking to Tom before the last time? Who knows?
Maybe it could be the other way around. You're right.
Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, I thought Madame Savine was a tiny bit interesting. Just yard, obviously, John Butler. Anything he runs is interesting. They're all running quite well. The last run was dismal, but back on the all-weather, and the horse did run well here back in April, off a mark of 79 and now off 73.
Yep.
So I thought small interest, if money came for Madame de Savine,
Yeah.
it would certainly be interesting. Lady Manzor, any time it runs, it's always interesting. Very rarely wins, but the yard are in. Yeah, I mean the yard are in good form.
Yeah.
They have had 2 winners in the last 2 weeks, and they don't have loads of runners, so you can possibly upgrade her chance a little bit due to that, but not an easy race, is it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if Lady Manzor popped up, you would certainly not be surprised. We put her up a couple of times in the winter, didn't we? And we were disappointed, weren't we? Couple of times. Oosh.
I've been disappointed many a time with her.
Yeah.
I have fancied her quite a few times on the all-weather, and I've been disappointed quite a few times on the all-weather as well. She's capable, isn't she? That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, if everything goes her way, she can win, but it just never seems to, does it? Events conspire against her, or don't know. I mean, I'm getting demoralised thinking about it.
Yeah. Your wallet's still hurting.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, so let's move on from that, because I mean, there's definitely not going to be anything solid in there. On to the 7:45. I've written about a couple in here. Said that Cooler Magic likes this course. 18 runs, 5 wins, 5 places, 2 wins over course and distance. There's a strong pace forecast which will suit his running style, and he's gone down £3 since his last run on the all-weather, where all 10 wins have been bar 1. He's forecast to be 3s. Harry Brown would be another. with a fair chance. He likes the track as well. 20 runs, 4 wins and 3 places. A strong pace will suit him over this distance as well. Forecast to be 6s. So that's what I've said in there.
Yeah, for me, it's rather than the 2, it's just the 1. For me, I fancy Harry Brown here. I think everything could go his way. Drawn in 4. Ideally, I'd like him to stay one off the rail. The run last time at Epsom was quite good. 3rd there. Now down to 55. Into a 0 to 55. I think everything looks set for a massive run.
Yeah.
And it is one I'd be backing if it was around 5 to 1 or so.
Yeah. Down in grade. Been running in a couple of better grades there in Epsom the last couple of times. And
Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking with Cooler Magic, I was sort of hoping that now he's 10 years old, he's just not quite as good as he was, and that generally probably want a classified again, and hopefully the old handicap against Harry Brown is a step too far for him.
Yeah. Okie dokie. There we go. So I don't think we've got anything else to go through. Have we actually done them all, haven't we?
No, I think that's everything.
Oh, blimey, 42 minutes today. Okie dokie. Well, thanks for listening. Okay, so that just about wraps everything up for today. Thanks for listening to today's analysis. If you found it useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss our daily race previews. For our exclusive early analysis before the markets open, visit gallopinggurus.com and become a member today. We mostly rely on people's kindness to donate for our hard work, so if you feel like you got something out of our analysis or out of our content, please don't hesitate to go to the gallopinggurus.com website and hit that donate button. No matter how big or small, we appreciate your support. Be lucky, everyone, enjoy the racing, and we'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao for now.